Good morning, guys. I'm here on the indoor trainer. As I mentioned to you the other day, I said I'd do a video for you. I think we'll do a live feed before too long, but I wanted to do a video for you today. Yesterday I started a 6-week training program, which should just take me all the way up to the first race in July, which is the big 700-kilometer race from Madrid to Santiago de Compostela. Sorry. I always call it Compostela, but it's Compostela. Santiago de Compostela, in the north of Spain. So basically from the middle of Spain up to the north of Spain, up to the coast on the north. This 6-week daily training program is designed to increase your FTP, so increasing your functional threshold power, which is the wattage you can consistently put out for 1 hour. So it's basically increasing my strength, and each of these days is a different type of training. So yesterday we were doing foundation, first day, foundation. It was okay. It was hard, but it was okay, you know, doable. So today we're going to be doing day 2, which is strength, and I'll film it for you. I'm set up on the bike. I've got my heart rate monitor on, which is giving the heart rate, and that's feeding the heart rate both to the computer on the bike and also to the laptop, which is here, which has got a little Ant Plus receiver in. So it means that it can receive the output from the trainer, and also from my heart and from the cadence, which is measuring the RPM. And basically, as we go through this, it's a 1 hour training session today on the trainer. I'm just warming up now at 30 watts, which is very, very low wattage. So I'm just looking at my computer and putting out sort of 38 watts, 40 watts. So it's just a gentle spin, just to warm up my legs. And I'll do that for, you know, 5 to 10 minutes. It's 9:46 in the morning now, so you know, till 10 o'clock I'll probably just spin along just before 10, and then I'll start the training. So an hour, and it's going to be, during that hour, it's completely, these workouts are completely organised, optimised by professionals. So it's just like you would do if you were in a professional team. I'm doing the 6-week one because it's obviously now 6 weeks before the race. So I'm looking to build up and optimise just before the race, so that I am putting out the most power possible just before we do the long race. I'm down to 83 kilos now. So I was at 90 kilos when we started training in January 16th. And as you know, and you guys have been kind enough to come along with me on a lot of the rides. We've been riding out, we've been racing. I've got another race this weekend, which is 80 kilometres with 2,000 metres of climbing, so it's going to be quite hard. That's further up in the hills from here towards Ronda, about 30-minute drive from here to El Burgo, which is the village, and the race is in El Burgo. So I've got that this weekend, and these are all, I mean, of course they're races and I'm really enjoying doing them, but they're also training gauges to see whether my whether I'm getting better, and also it's introducing me to new areas to go riding in. As you know, I found that climb to the boller, to the ball, very, very hard. But now I've been going back and doing that again. And I'll probably do that again this week. But that's obviously, it's very enjoyable, and it's made me fitter going out riding and doing the races. But this type of training on the trainer is just so specific. It's impossible to replicate this on a ride because of the variations in the road, the wind, the track. You're never going to put yourself under as much constant pressure as you can put yourself under on the trainer. So if the program says you need to do 150 watts for 4 minutes and be as close to 150 watts, not above and not below, then to try and do that out in the real world is almost impossible. To try and maintain exactly a particular wattage is almost impossible. I hope this isn't too loud. I know it makes a bit of a hum. So the only way to do that is on something like this, where your performance is totally measured the whole time, and at the end of the workout, once you've done the workout, obviously it compares what it asks you to do with what you were able to do. If you were able to maintain the wattages and the cadence that it asks. One of the things I found difficult yesterday was that it wanted you to maintain the wattages at quite a high cadence, between 90 and 100 RPM, which is quite high for me. I normally, especially off-road, I normally spin at about 80 if I can. So, you know, not only was I having to maintain a completely set wattage, but also at quite a high cadence. So I'm spinning my legs around quite, you know, not honking, I'm spinning around quite quick. So I found both of those things difficult, but obviously it's what you're adapting to, it's why you're training. So today I don't know what this strength one's going to be like. I imagine it's more lower cadence with higher wattages, to put out higher wattages at a lower cadence, so a lower RPM with more strain, I would imagine, as strength training. We've got foundation again tomorrow, and then the fourth day is tempo. So, as I say, it's day 2 of the program, and strength. I won't obviously bore you with the whole hour of me riding, but I wanted to bring you along, and you know, I'll just edit it down to some particularly sweaty moments. I've got an old t-shirt on, got cycling shorts on because of course for comfort, and I've got my clipless shoes on to clip into my pedals, but I've got an old t-shirt on because I'll sweat all the way through this. And I've got a towel here ready to stop my sweat dripping on the bike and on the floor, and also to be able to mop my head, because I will sweat. These are hard, you know, this training is hard. Also, you're in a static environment, you're not travelling through the air, so ordinarily you would sweat, but that sweat would evaporate off you, so you wouldn't notice it so much. The situation here is that I've got the double doors open here in front of me to let the air come in from outside, but you're not travelling through the air, so the sweat's not getting evaporated off. It's good because it's a real demonstration of the reality of how much you sweat, because when you're out riding you don't notice so much. You don't notice how much fluid you're losing. Whereas here you're much more conscious of that, and you're much more aware of the amount of fluid you're using, because it's very obvious. So it's quite interesting. Well, I'm just going to stop and go and get my water bottles, put my water bottles on the bike, because I'm going to be needing to drink during the course of the training. And then I'll bring you guys along. So I hope you're all having a good day, and I hope this will be interesting for you. $160 watts, 3 minutes. That's hard. Up to 160 beats per minute. Seconds. Down to 95. Leaking. Stretching out. go down 2 gears, so 2 gears harder, so going from 3rd to 5th, and I stand up, stretch out my legs, release the lactic acid, and also ease the pressure on my backside. A lot of people complain about their saddles being uncomfortable. It's because they don't stand up enough. Heart rate's back down to 132. So currently cardiovascular is better than power. What I'm lacking is power in the legs. My cardiovascular fitness is okay, and that's coming from going out riding. If you just trained on this trainer, you'd have a lot of power, but you wouldn't necessarily develop the cardiovascular like you do going out riding. Plus the fresh air, of course, and everything else. 1.5 minutes on this 95 easy spin. Keep drinking. I've got a feeling this next one might be hard. We're building strength today. As you know, some of you guys that follow me when I go out riding, sometimes we over gear. So we go on the climbs and we go up in a gear that's too low, so too high, so we're in 4th instead of 5th. Give extra strain on the legs. That's this strength training. This is what we're doing today here. So counting down now, 30 seconds. We're riding at 95 watts, as close as we can stay to 95 watts. Riders are going past me. Rider from Germany's just gone past me. We're not worried about that, we're always worried about this training. Here it comes. 3, 2, 1. 295 watts, wow. I don't know if I can generate 295 watts on this gear. Okay, that was like just a spurt. We needed to be ready for that, really. I got up to about 260 there. I needed to know that was coming, because then I could have been ready. Maybe the next one's going to be the same. We're back at 95 here. So as it counts down to the next one, I'll be ready. I'll gear down, get in my highest gear. So I would be in 6th or whatever your highest gear is in your car, on your motorbike, your fastest gear. 1 minute. Maybe we're doing these high, nearly 300 watt spikes. The difficulty I've got is I'm on mountain bike gearing. So I have to be in my highest gear to get anywhere near the 300 watts. Now I'm spinning 95 watts at around 90 RPM. Optimal, just recovery. Just spinning the acid out. Okay, so we're counting down now. 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, I'm going to go up to my highest gear. 295. Okay. Okay, so that's what these are. These are all out punches. Like sprints. These would be sprints. Where you set up and go all out for very short bursts on the road. If you're out on the road, just maximum efforts. You can see why the trainer has to be well attached to the bike. You wouldn't want your back wheel touching the ground when you go flat out. You'd be straight out the door. Or into the wall if you were in a basement like Carl. Like our friend Carl E. He follows the channel and he follows on Strava on all the rides. Okay, so starting to sweat now. You can see how much water, liquid you lose during a race. Obviously a lot of what's coming off my head and dripping off my forehead is ordinarily soaked up in the sweatband of my helmet, so you don't see it until you squeeze the sweatband out. Usually if I stop, okay, no rep coming up, so 6, and down into my biggest gear. Spinning. What do you think, guys? Like it? Leave a comment down below. Settling in now, legs are warming up. Body understands what it's supposed to be doing. It's asking me to maintain 95 with 100 cadence, 100 RPM, which is quite hard for me. My legs don't like going round this fast, but this is what you have to train them to do. So, when you're in a race, you can spin. Maybe there's a very short, sharp climb coming up in a mountain bike race where you need a lower gear. Maybe you need to be in second, but your speed you're going at really needs third. You're able to drop to second and spin this very, very high cadence and go up in the correct gear. It saves all the okay, 2, 1, I'm going to go down the gears ready for a big effort. I'm expecting a big effort. That is pretty much maximum for those efforts. And now we're back to 95. With 100 watt cadence.